Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, I'm JTP and welcome back to Let's Talk. I'm sorry it's not been consistent and it's not been often. I've been really busy and these episodes take a little while to plan for. So hey, it's here this time, it's here this week, a little bit late, but hey, it's here, okay? Don't judge. And I'm playing a bit of Smite in the background. It's on PS4 now. I've also got it on PC, so if you want to see PC gameplay, let me know. But I've just got a bit of Smite in the background here because this was during a training stage on PS4. So enough about the game, you can watch it in the background. This week, we're talking about confidence. Confidence in yourself, confidence in other people, just confidence all round. So why is confidence important? It's not only important for if you're one, a gamer, or two, a YouTuber, it's confident in everyday life for everyone, really. We're going to start off how it's going to benefit you in YouTube/games, because that's kind of what this series is about. But I'll branch off into how confidence is really going to help you in life and how to really boost your confidence if you're not such a confident person, because you might be able to tell I'm quite a confident person. So the first thing to say is I never used to be a confident person at all. I used to be the person that when the school play was on, I wouldn't say anything. I would look at my feet for the whole duration of the play. And even when we were singing in groups, I would kind of like lip sync and pretend I'm singing because I did not want to do it. I wasn't confident at all. And I just hated being in front of people. But when I joined high school, that kind of changed. And that's because in drama, we kind of started doing little performances in front of small groups of people, and these groups of people were all at around about the same level as me, so it wasn't much pressure to be good, and it was only a small group of people, so I can deal with a small group of people. It's just when it's in a big group of people that I wasn't so keen. So I know I said I'll talk about gaming and YouTube first, but I'm going to give you my first top tip first, and that is, when you're trying to build confidence, kind of like try and perform and do stuff you're uncomfortable with in front of small audiences first, and then build as you get a little bit more confident. Of course, every time you go into a bigger crowd, it's going to be a little bit more daunting, but you're just going to have to ignore those fears, and there's a little bit of bravery in it. You just got to ignore it, go in, and the more you do it, the more you'll realise that actually it's not so terrible. And it's actually quite enjoyable after a while. So how is confidence going to help you in gaming and YouTube? Well, of course, in the gaming community, you do have to talk to a lot of people through online, especially if you're playing competitive games like CS, maybe, you know. It's always good to have the confidence to say, let's go B, or let's go A, or there's someone coming A, let's rotate to B, you know. And if you're just not confident enough to speak to people, even over online, then playing online games, especially competitive games, is going to be detrimental to both you and your players. So, if nothing else, think of the people on CS. Become confident for them. But also for YouTube, there's nothing worse, for me at least, I mean, this is personal preference, if I'm watching a YouTuber who's got no confidence at all, they don't really feel comfortable in front of the camera, which of course when you start YouTube it's going to be daunting, it's going to be a bit weird, so no one's really comfortable per se in front of a camera when you first start, which is fair enough. So you grow in confidence as you learn YouTube. However, becoming confident on YouTube I think is a really important thing for any sort of success on YouTube, because people want to see confidence in your voice. They're kind of there to be entertained, and an entertaining person has got to be confident in my eyes, because, you know, you got to have the confidence to be funny, to believe that you're funny, or, like, you got to have the confidence to believe that if you're doing a tutorial, you're doing this right, you know? And you've got to have that confidence in your speaking voice to let people know that you know what the hell you're on about, and they should listen to you. Because they're not going to sit there for a 20-minute video if they don't feel like you know what the hell you're talking about. Like, if I sat here and went, confidence, you know, it's important for confident matters and for confident means, and for being confident, you know. You'd be like, nah mate, nah, it's not happening, alright, this man is not confident about what he's talking about, so I'm just gonna leave and talk about someone who, you know, does know what the hell they're on about. So you got to seem confident within your speaking voice on YouTube, I think, to really get across who you are. And if you're not a confident person, that's fair enough. You know what I mean? Well, if you go back to my first video, I'll actually link it in the description down below for you. I tried to act really confident and really enthusiastic and happy, but it really wasn't me at all. I was kind of like trying to whisper because like I had no idea what my mic was doing and all my settings were crazy. It was 1 AM in the morning. I was like, hey guys, let's play some GTA, and I look back at it now and I'm like, no, it's not cutting it. So how is confidence going to help you in the real world? And that's really important because with nowadays, I'm at the point where I'm starting to look for a job, only a small-time job, but the competition is so extreme. There's so many people looking for a job, and there's so many people coming out of university with like qualifications for different jobs, and there's such a high pecking order that when you go to a job interview, the thing that could define you getting a job over someone else is your confidence. And I'm a strong believer in that. A lot of people I've spoken to about you know, what should I do in job interviews, and they always say first thing you should do is give them a nice confident handshake, and maybe practice this with your friends. When you meet someone, it's nice to give them a nice confident handshake, which is basically, I will explain, you go up to them, you hold their hand, not in a gay way, and you give them a nice tight squeeze. Not so tight that you break their hand, come on, that's a bit much. But don't make it limp, you know, because you're gonna have a nice limp handshake, and they'll be like, whoa, hang on. Are you alright there, sir? You've got a very limp hand. You'll be like, yeah, I'm fine, I'm just not very confident, you know? So, first sign of confidence is you walk in, you strut your stuff, you've got nice posture, you go in for the handshake, you're right mate, how you doing, I'm here for a job. They're like, BAM! That man has confidence, and that's how you get a job, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I want to tell you now, I currently don't have a job, but I applied for one 2 days ago, and I'll let you know if I get it. But I was confident, and I think I made a good first impression, I hope. But it's not only having confidence in yourself, that's very important, and I'm a strong believer of if you put your mind to something, you'll be able to do it. And you have to have a strong amount of confidence to have confidence in yourself to, you know, at times, especially if you're doing YouTube, sit there and go, wow, this really isn't working out for me. But you're going to keep going, you know, you're going to keep trying. And to have the confidence in yourself to say, yeah, I can do this, you know, I'm good in my own little way. Not everyone is the same on YouTube. Everyone's different, they all have their different styles. And if you're doing it your way, then do it your way. Have the confidence in yourself and think, you know what, my way is going to work for me one day, and we're just going to, you know, trial and error until it does work. But not only is confidence in yourself important, but confidence in other people I think is very important. I rely on my friends in certain situations a lot, and it's having confidence in them that makes me feel like I can, you know, give them a task. Like when I went away to Italy, I gave my friend Matt the job of uploading every single day, and you know, I'm quite like particular of how my channels run. Like, I like my channel, I'm very passionate about it, I absolutely love what I do on it, and I love to do it right, at good quality, and I love to just do it at the best standard I can. So putting my faith in Matt for a whole week while I was not even in the country was, you know, quite a daunting thing for me, because I was like, I trust Matt a lot, but do I have the confidence in him to be able to pull this off as if I've never left? Because that was the whole idea. You guys were never meant to know I left, and Matt was just meant to continue my escapades each day until I got back, and you know, you guys would be none the wiser, and I put confidence in Matt to be able to do that, and you know, I think he did quite well. So having confidence in other people is really going to make your life easy as well. And you've got to decide who you're going to put confidence, who you're going to put your faith into. Because my faith and confidence goes into my friends. The friends I can trust because they know me, they're very close to me, they know how I like to do things. So if I trusted them with something and gave them a job, I know that they would do a very... Shut up, Fern, I'm trying to talk about confidence! I know that they would do a good job and they wouldn't let me down. And having confidence in them meant that I wasn't sitting around for a week worrying at how the hell I'm going to be uploading, you know. And that's just one example. I mean, what if you needed to, let's say, get some money to the bank, but you couldn't get to the bank, so you put your faith in your friends to one of your friends to put money in the bank. Now, that's quite a big thing, you know. What if it was a couple of grand? You've just won the lottery, okay? You've just won the lottery and you need your friend to put that £1,000,000 in the bank. Now, that is going to take a hell of a load of confidence. Because you're trusting people with £1,000,000 here, you know. I wouldn't trust many people looking after my £1,000,000, but I would trust my friends with it. And I would have the confidence to say to them, hey, look, I've got to go and do backflips or do whatever I do in my spare time. Can you put this money in the bank? So, learning to have confidence in other people is going to make your life a lot easier as well. I don't speak from much experience. I've only got 16 years of experience and, well, to be honest, 5 years of experience, because up until then, I was really, really shy. You would not imagine how shy I was. I wish I had footage. Actually, I might have footage. I'm going to try and rustle up some footage. Maybe not for this episode, but if you want to see me being really, really shy, watch next week's episode. I'll start the episode off with it if I can find some footage for you. Just so you guys can see how shy I really used to be. One more tip before we wrap up on how to become more confident. I used to think that people would just sit there and boo at me all the time, and that's why I didn't want to perform on stage. That's why I never wanted to do anything like that. But to be honest, over the years, I've become less caring of what people think of me. And I think that's really, really important. I'm understanding now that, look, you only live once, you know, enjoy it while you're here. I want to try new things, and sometimes people aren't going to agree with that, but I'm still going to have the confidence to do that thing because I find it fun. And I find it really engaging, and I absolutely love it. So I'm not going to let anyone stop me from doing that. And to have the confidence to be able to do that even when people say you shouldn't is, I really think, the most important thing. Stop caring what people think about. No one should care what anyone thinks about, because most of these people don't even mean it. They're just opinionated people who have to have their word in because they feel like they have to be a part of something. And that is what most people's comments are on. Okay, most people don't even mean the things they say, so just stop worrying about it. Move on with life. You've got many, many people, even if you don't know it, who admire you and think, you know, what you're doing is good. So just keep doing what you're doing and don't think of what people think of you. So that is gonna do it. Thank you very much for watching. As always, put your ideas in the comments down below as to what could make people more confident. And if you're here to become more confident, I hope I've at least helped in some way. I mean, this kind of just came up in my mind today, and I thought, you know what? Let's do the episode on confidence today, because I think that's something that a lot of people could have a little chat about, and a lot of people could talk about. So put your ideas for how to be more confident, or let me know, did you used to be shy like me, and what did you do to become more confident in yourself? Also, I don't get many ideas, but hey, ideas for next week's topic, because I'm struggling here, let's be honest. I have no idea what to do. So next week, I would love to have one of you guys' suggestions from the comments. So whack them in the comments down below, and I shall definitely pick one from the comments. Also in the comments, write down how many times I said confident in this episode. I want to know. And I'm going to go back and count myself, and whoever gets the correct answer, I don't know, gets the satisfaction of winning. Yay! I don't have the money to give out prizes, I'm sorry. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It helps me out a bunch. This series is still going fairly strong. It's lost a bit of interest, so I'll see how this episode goes, and then I'll reassess the series from there. It might not last much longer, but hey, if you guys still want it, I'll keep bringing it. So be sure to give it some love if you want it back, and I shall see you next week. So thank you very much, and until next time, I shall say, good. Bye.